start the game. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, quick out! 90! I smell fear in that offense. Whip. 11 speed. 11.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Hunt. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just knocked out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Haskins will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On play action, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's an early touchdown grab. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On second down now. It's Hunt, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll toss it to Hunt. Uses the stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
You ain't going nowhere.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now it's Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Sanders' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Locke. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Locke. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Every time, keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go. Hey, what Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. It's set. 54. Hot second. Watch twist.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make it 17-13. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it here with Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Monday. Rush in. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, check. Hey, check back.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And it's caught by Parker.
Let's go, baby.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
After the sack on first down, Haskins, he's going to look. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Luck looks to throw on 3rd-and-1. It's complete to Grant. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Luck. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. To the air again. Luck. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
Pressure comes, and the Dolphins block it. And they will have the ball here at the 3-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Luck. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Let's get off the field, D. Jim.
Now Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Haskins going up top. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Love. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
49, check 49.
To throw is Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Luck throwing again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. From the 50, it's Luck. And he's going to go down again. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
I'm coming after you. Watch Watch the safety creep. Mike 6. Mike 6. Pick it up, guys. Hey, check.
Here we go on fourth. Lock. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every night.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Complete. It's a rookie from Ohio State, Terry McLaurin. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
Let's see how they respond now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Bravo!
A shotgun snap for Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. Has
to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Locke. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Throwing is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now after the holding call, here's second and 20.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Again, Locke. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, it's Hunt. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They snap it to Locke. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go. Not a win. Mark 54. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerome Baker in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
43 is the mic, boys.
Here we go with Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Nice, sweet. Hello.
4th down. Here's Haskins. Open man here. Sims complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. On the counter, Hunt. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular